afternoon, sir. Here is the lesson, science lesson that I will teach to the students next week. It is about the sun. Okay. To start this lesson, I will give the scene setting first. I will ask the student about the lesson that we had learned a few weeks before. It is about Earth. I will ask the student, what is the name of the place that we are living on now? It is Earth. Yes, good. And I will ask, what is the shape of Earth? It is like a ball. And then, what is Earth made of? Earth, yes, sir. Earth is made of mostly with water and land. And then I will go to the thinking cap. Okay, students, let's answer this thinking cap first. Why is it hotter during the day than at night? Of course, you know the answer is because during the day there is sun, while at night there is no sun.
Actually, I don't agree if we use the sunsetting by using Earth.
Earth.
There's no relationship with the lesson now.
Okay, sir.
Yes, maybe you can ask about.
This one, sir. Thinking cap can, right, sir?
I mean, like,
what do we feel when we are outside?
sun is one of the important elements in our life, right? Do you understand, or can you tell me what's the function of the sun so far? And then they mention it, right?
Okay.
After they mention it, you can mention, okay, well, it's about sun, and today we will talk about it. Okay, continue. Thinking cap.
Okay, so now thinking camp, why is it hotter during the day than at night? Of course, you know the answer because during the day there is sun. There is sun and sun light up the world. Sun produce heat for us, and that's why we can feel hot during the day. While at night there is no sun and we cannot feel the heat from the sun. Okay, next. We answer this one. Let's explore. What do you feel? Go outside, stand in the shade. The meaning of shade here is like tempat teduh, like this one. Under the tree, it means that shade. And then, what do you feel when you are standing up under sun? After you stand up under the tree, now you stand under the sun. What do you feel? What is the difference between when you stand under the sun and when you stand under the shade? Of course, you feel that it is hotter when we are standing under the sun. Why do you think so? Sure, because because when we stand under the sun is directly above our head, right? So we can feel the heat of the sun. Okay, now we continue to the next page. Okay, now we go to what is the sun. At night you can see many stars in the sky, right? So the sun is also a star. A star is a huge ball of hot and glowing gases. A huge ball and glowing gases. So you can imagine that huge ball of hot and glowing gases. So you can imagine that the sun has huge size and it has glowing gases. Okay. Next, the sun is a star too. Like I have said before that the sun is a star and a star is a huge ball of hot and glowing gases. Next, I would like to answer, or maybe you can answer, Miss, if the sun is a star, why does the sun look much bigger than the other star? Okay, so the answer is, it is because the sun is the nearest star to Earth. So, the sun is the nearest star to Earth. Next. So that's why that's why the sun looks much bigger than the other star. Okay. Next, we continue this one. Why can we see the other stars during the day? Do you know why? Don't know, miss? Okay, I will tell you the reason why. We cannot see other stars during the day. It's because the sun light up the world. The world is so bright, so we cannot see the light of another star, other stars. While during at night there is no star, so the star doesn't light up our world, so we can see the light of other stars. Okay. Next we continue. Okay. Okay. From this picture we see that the size of the sun and earth. The sun is much bigger than earth, and earth is much smaller than the sun. Okay, as we can see from here, it's so small. Our earth is so small, while the sun is so big. Next. We go to the next page. Now I will tell you the some functions of sun for us as as living beings. Okay, sun is a source of heat and light for living beings on the earth. Okay, I will tell the student that heat as the difficult word. Heat, the meaning is panas. It means that the temperature, the hot temperature which is produced from the sun. And then Miss will continue. So there are some functions of the sun for us as living beings. The most important function of the sun is sun lights up our world. And then from the sun we can make electricity. We use to make electricity, the process is called as solar panel. Okay. Next, the next function of the sun is sunlight help us to see things. Why? Because it lights up the world. And then sunlight help plants grow. Sunlight helps plants grow because plants use the energy from the sunlight to make their own food. Okay, it is called as photosynthesis. Next. And then the next function is heat from the sun keeps living beings warm. Do you know living beings? I had told you that living beings such as humans, plants, and animals. So we need heat from the sun to keep us warm. Next, the next function is sunlight helps to keep us healthy. Sunlight in the morning is very good for the health of our bone. Okay. Next, we continue. This one. To this one. This one that I had said just now. It is a solar panel. Have you ever seen solar panel like the ones in this picture? Never miss. Okay. So this one is solar panel, right? Okay. Solar panel is something that we use to change sunlight becomes electricity. Solar panels absorb sunlight during the day and then they change it to electricity. Electricity from the solar panel, of course, we use it for to make lamps and then heaters, to use electrical appliances that we had learned. Okay, and then
The pointer is you didn't mention typical words first.
oh yes sir.
I mean, you have to get the list first. If you make it this one on the spot, this one cannot be done. I mean, like, you have to make the list first. Oh, this one should be the
Difficult word.
I mean,
After explaining the lesson, I will give the note first. After
Yeah.
they have finished the note, and then I will give
Will
the.
you ask them to read the notes together?
Yes, sir. If it is, I think before to make sure about their accent in English, I think that I need to ask them to read the writing of the difficult word first, and then I will give exercise. The exercise is the exercise can be from activity book, but I think that I will give another exercise. I will ask them to write in their next exercises book. Exercise books, I mean. That's it. And then,
Do you think that should we give the oral question
yes,
to close the
yes, sir.
lesson here?
Yes, sure. Before I close the lesson, I will ask the student to make sure they get what I had explained to them today. I will ask about example like what is sun? They can answer sun is a star.
What is the star?
Yeah, what is the sun? The sun is a star. What is a star? I will ask again. A star is a huge ball of hot and glowing gases. And then, what about the size between the sun and Earth?
Which one is bigger?
Yeah, which one is bigger? Of
And
course.
don't forget, as
Uh-huh.
well, these typical words cannot be skipped.
Yes, sir.
And then you have to decide earlier before you
Mhm.
start the lesson. It should be list up or it can be written directly.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I mean written directly in this textbook. They will underline or highlight the difficult words inside.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. You're welcome, sir.